What's up and welcome to Mr. and Mrs. Delicious. I'm Mr. Delicious and today I have an amazing vegan taco recipe for you. It's going to include warm handmade tortillas, a Beyond Meat style beef simulation, and it's going to have a delicious vegan coleslaw. It's just amazing. So let's get started. We're going to start with our Beyond Meat here. We have a food processor here, but you can do this at home just by slicing it. I just like using the food processor because it's extremely exciting. So I'm going to take my portobello mushrooms here and I'm going to put them in the processor. I'm going to take one small onion and I'm going to put that in the processor. I'm going to quarter it with my knife. So I'm just going to pulse these vegetables, the mushrooms and the onions, just a little bit, just so they're a little coarser. So I'm going to do that first. Here we go. Nice. Mushrooms are getting it first, but the onions are still going. Nice. We're going to take our beets, and all these ingredients, the amounts are in the description. Now I'm going to take my sun-dried tomatoes, and I'm going to put those right in the processor. Now we take our lentils, and these are just normal canned lentils, and we're going to throw those in there. So this recipe is completely packed with protein. We got lentils, beets, those are healthy. Sun-dried tomatoes, amazing. So we're going to throw our lentils right in. 9-cup processor. So we'll take our carrot because I forgot to put it in with the other stuff. So we're going to throw one carrot in there. Throw our ground flaxseed meal in the processor. We're going to throw our hemp seed in the processor. Yeah, let's try it. We're going to get it going right now. So we're going to mix it up first a little bit. I don't always use a food processor, but when I do, I like to make extremely delicious food. Okay, so now we're going to blend this up. We're going to try it. Wow, look at that. It's so powerful. It has the torque to just blend that up. Like, it just turns that blade instantly. That's a good processor. And just because this is a Mexican inspired recipe, we're gonna add cumin and we're also gonna add chili powder to the recipe, and it's just gonna be absolutely fantastic. Now once this is thoroughly mixed, we're gonna put our beans in. Just black beans. We're gonna add those in. Now we're gonna blend this up, but we're gonna be sure to not fully blend the beans because you want a little bit of that texture from the beans. So we're just gonna use this to just mix it up. Wow, that's really good. This is so good. We're gonna get this, put it straight into our bowl. Now we're just gonna give this a nice mix. Now the next part of our recipe is the coleslaw. This coleslaw is easy to make. You don't need a food processor. I'm just using mine because it's fun. We're gonna start with the cabbage. We're gonna take a whole cabbage like this. So let's go through our ingredients quick. We got cabbage, parsley. We're gonna chop this up a little bit. We have 3 medium-sized carrots, and then here's our dressing for our coleslaw. We have vegan mayo. You can find vegan mayo in your local supermarket, no problem. We have Dijon mustard, and this is a vegan Dijon mustard. We have apple cider vinegar, and we have salt, and that's gonna be our dressing. I love coleslaw. And I just, it's so nice to make it from home with all these beautiful ingredients and fresh coleslaw. I was gonna use red coleslaw, but I figured since we have the vegan meal here, that's red, so we got a lot of, I figured we didn't need any more red in the mix. Nice. Quarter. If I need to, I won't hesitate to get a bigger bowl. Put that in there. Wow, look at that. Now I'm just gonna slice up these carrots. I'm just gonna put these straight in. And I'm gonna shred them up. bad at all. That looks like the right amount. Now the parsley. The parsley is going in. Beautiful. I'm just gonna toss it a bit. Just gonna toss it. So now we're gonna get our dressing prepared. Super easy dressing. Our mayo, vegan mayo, with our Dijon mustard, with our salt, with our apple cider vinegar, and our pepper. I'm gonna put that in as we go. I do like my coleslaw quite vinegary, so I'm gonna add a little more. And it actually seems like it would be really nice if this sat overnight, just to really soak in the dressing. At least sat for a good hour after it's mixed, just to really soak that dressing in. Now we get to make the tortillas. So this is an easy way to make them. Just get your flour, 2 cups of flour. So the first thing we're gonna do is take a half a teaspoon of salt, and we're gonna mix that into the dry flour first. So then we're gonna take our oil and our water mixture, and we're gonna place that into the middle of the flour, where you're gonna make a little wall on the outside to hold the liquid in. Then we're gonna slowly take the outside flour, and you're gonna start to absorb that water and oil. And you're gonna slowly mix it together until all the water is absorbed. And then once you feel the dough forming, you just keep kneading and you keep trying to work that flour into the mixture. So you can actually get that dough off your fingers and then work that in. You can actually just sprinkle some more fresh flour to prevent sticking and just keep working that dough. It's gonna take a while, but the better you do and the more you knead, the more delicious it's gonna be. That's for sure. So we're gonna start to rip off pieces about this size into our tortillas. This amount should do for about 8. Now, I'm just gonna start rolling up my tortillas. Just gonna get it into a circular shape. Just my fingers first. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll these out. And I actually have the oven preset on 250 degrees with a nice big pan in there. And as I get these finished, I'm gonna throw them in the oven just to keep them nice and warm, because I wanna cook my Beyond Meat or my vegan beef substitute right on this pan right out front. So it's always important to set a timer just to make sure you don't become complacent. You don't want to burn this. All right, so we got our tortillas on a pan just to go in the oven for a couple minutes just to keep them nice and warm. We're gonna go straight into it. And we're gonna put this right on here. Couple scoops of this. Right on there, beauty. Okay. So we're gonna get this stuff all frying up, wow. This looks like raw ground beef, but it actually has not even one animal byproduct in the entire dinner. The tortillas, the coleslaw, or the Beyond Meat vegan beef. Awesome, awesome. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe right down there, because we are always uploading a new delicious video every single Saturday. This is Mr. Delicious signing out. Now, if you enjoyed that video, then why don't you check out one of our other fabulously delicious videos.